Pakistan's potential as a linchpin for connectivity. Launched in 2015 with initial commitment $6 billion, CPEC has already delivered about 8,000 megawatts of energy, 510 kilometers of highways and 886 kilometers of transmission line, and number of other projects that have provided Pakistan a strong foundation for the coming decade. It connects Pakistan's western regions to the Arabian Sea and beyond, while Pakistan's links to energy-rich Central Asia and proximity to the Middle East position it as a trade and energy hub. With South Asia accounting for 25% of the world's population, Central Asia holding about 4% of global energy resources, and China driving nearly 30% of global economic growth, Pakistan's role as a bridge between these dynamic regions can be pivotal. This is not just an economic opportunity, but a chance to foster peace and stability through shared prosperity. The Middle East accounts for 48% of global oil exports and is increasingly diversifying into technology and trade. Pakistan's geographic closeness provides access to capital, energy, and opportunities for collaboration. Pakistan, with its fifth largest population globally, has a youthful workforce where over 60% of the population is under the age of 30. And according to World Bank, this demographic advantage can boost economic growth by 2% annually if supported by education and skills development. That puts Pakistan as a major market, at least for the time being, but can be a major economy in future. As President Xi Jinping said during his visit to Pakistan, we should make the Asian economy an open and inclusive one that benefits all through connectivity, trade, and shared prosperity. This strategic position is not just about geography, it's about leveraging our potential to transform Pakistan from a geostrategic paradigm to geo-economic hub, where trade, connectivity, and regional integration become the cornerstone of our policies. Ladies and gentlemen, in the evolving global landscape, Pakistan must redefine its diplomatic priorities by focusing on economic diplomacy. The era of purely political engagements has passed. The new measure of a nation's influence lies in its economic clout, trade relations, and ability to attract foreign investments. Pakistan must utilize its diplomatic missions to expand export markets by highlighting the country's competitive advantages in sectors like textiles, IT, pharmaceutical, and agriculture. Our embassies must function as economic hubs connecting Pakistani exporters with foreign markets and facilitating trade partnerships. For instance, Pakistan's textile industry already accounts for over 60% of our total exports, and further diversification into high-value goods like technical textiles and high-value design garments can multiply this impact manifold. Similarly, our IT exports, which exceeded to $3 billion, have the potential to reach $20 billion annually through strategic partnerships. Economic diplomacy must prioritize showcasing Pakistan as an attractive destination for foreign direct investment, with policies ensuring ease of doing business, tax incentives, and infrastructure improvements under initiatives like CPEC. Pakistan can position itself as a preferred hub for regional and global investors. Investments in renewable energy, technology, and logistics can transform Pakistan into a vital node in global supply chains. As a case in point, Pakistan's renewable energy potential is immense, with 60,000 megawatts of wind energy and almost 90,000 megawatts of solar power waiting to be tapped. Collaborating with economic powers like USA, China, EU, and ASEAN countries, as well as deepening ties with Gulf nations, will allow Pakistan to secure favorable trade terms, enhance market access, and integrate into global value chains. Economic diplomacy is not just an approach, It is a lifeline for Pakistan's long-term stability and prosperity. By aligning our foreign policy with our economic objectives, Pakistan can create jobs, reduce trade deficits, and secure its place in the competitive global marketplace. We must realize that, where we are standing, the only survival for us is whether we can reach $100 billion export in next 8 years or not. And if we continued on this path of incremental increases, we will be overwhelmed by the burden of debt that we carry on our shoulders and the liabilities that we have in foreign currencies. The only way out would be that we go out to borrow more or to ask for dole-outs which are not there anymore. So now the whole diplomacy has to be economic and has to be centered around two things. How can we exponentially grow our exports, and how can we have export-related foreign direct investment in Pakistan? These are the cornerstones. The bigger picture, we are not in that league yet. Our survival lies that how can we use diplomacy and foreign policy to fix our economy in the short to medium term. Ladies and gentlemen, the road ahead demands bold vision and decisive action to ensure Pakistan's rightful place in the evolving global order. We must focus on the following priorities. One, a strong economy is the foundation of national strength. Structural reforms, investment in human capital, and enhanced regional trade are crucial. Pakistan must adopt policies that reduce dependency on external aid and instead strengthen its export base, diversify its economy, and encourage innovation-led growth. And these are the elements of the new 5-year plan that Prime Minister will be launching this month. And we hope that, we will be able to focus on these parameters, because if you don't have economic strength, you have no face to show to the world. And I always say that 20th century was a political century in which Asia surkh tha ya Asia sabz tha. In 21st century, world has only one club, that's the economic club. Nobody would ask you whether you are a democracy, you are a kingship, you are a dictatorship. All they ask you is what is your per capita income. That qualifies you for G7 and that qualifies you for G20. Those clubs are not political, based on political ideologies. Those are just based on your economic strength. What do you have in your balance sheet? So in 21st century, countries need to focus on their economic engines, how much wealth they can create, how well they can distribute that wealth to have a more just society. And 3, how much world-class competitiveness they can throw behind their wealth creation so that they remain in business. Otherwise, you go out of business like Nokia and BlackBerry vanished from face of the earth. So therefore, it is important that we develop strong economic resilience to have more rightful place in the world of global affairs. 2, this is a new era in which everything, including world diplomacy or economy, will shift on the basis of not just economy, but on the basis of what is your capability in techno-economy. It is a technology-driven world now. To give you one example, it is the power of technology that has made 10 million people more powerful than 2.5 billion people. What is happening in Gaza, what is happening in Palestine, in the evening, these 2.5 billion people look at their TV screens their hearts weep, but they are helpless, they cannot do anything. It's a tiny nation of 10 million people. On the strength of their technology and knowledge they have made this 2.5 billion people irrelevant in the global power. So this is a new age where we not only need to have a strong economy, but also a technological foundation. So embracing the digital age will enable us to leapfrog into global competitiveness, and initiatives like National AI Policy, Digital Pakistan Vision, and investment in emerging technologies such as blockchain, green energy, cyber security will secure our position as a forward-looking nation ready for the challenges of the 21st century. 3, regaining our leadership in OIC countries. To me, once Pakistan used to be a leader of OIC countries, but now we are not seen anywhere because of our economic situation. Pakistan, as a founding member of Organization of Islamic Cooperation, must reclaim its leadership role among Muslim-majority nations. This includes being a voice of reason and unity, advocating for the resolution of issues like Palestine and Kashmir, fostering educational and technological cooperation, and promoting collective economic growth. As Allama Iqbal envisioned, Pakistan must serve as a beacon of hope and progress for the Muslim world, emphasizing solidarity, knowledge sharing, and mutual respect. 4, regional cooperation. Peaceful engagement with neighbors including Iran, India, and Afghanistan based on mutual respect and shared prosperity is vital for regional stability. If we are not in an island of peace, we cannot develop. So, the first prerequisite for development is having peace inside and outside Pakistan. So we must have peace in our region, and we must stay away from conflicts. Regional connectivity initiatives, as I said, CPAC, could be extended to Afghanistan, and linking with Central Asian countries can foster stability and economic integration. 5, domestic unity is the cornerstone of a proactive and effective foreign policy. We must strive to build bridges between our diverse ethnic, religious, and regional communities. As Quaid-e-Azam declared, unity, faith, and discipline are the foundations of our nation. Pakistan stands at a defining moment in history. As Mr. Henry Kissinger rightly observed, every success is usually an admission ticket to a new set of decisions. We must not only adapt but lead in shaping the future. Together, let us craft policies, leverage our geostrategic strengths, embrace innovation, and project Pakistan as a leader in shaping a fairer, more inclusive global order. We are now member of the Security Council, and that gives us a great opportunity to champion not just our cause, but also the cause of G77, other developing countries, and V20, the vulnerable countries of climate change. The world is changing rapidly, and Pakistan must not only adapt but thrive. Let us seize this moment with unity, purpose, and vision. Thank you very much.